Welcome to this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30, as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county's website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the administrative office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Rick Dyer, Colleen Roberts, and Randy Sparacino, working for you.
So I'll call to order the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for August 13th, 2025. It's 9:30, and we are in the Courthouse Auditorium and also on audio-video conference. And we'll begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you stand and join us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our next item is a request for and discussion of non-agenda items, a 5-minute limit pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06. Members of the public may address any item not on the agenda. However, pursuant to RS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that's not on today's agenda. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raised by asking staff to follow up on any questions or by placing the matter on an agenda for discussion at a future meeting. So we have a sign-up sheet in the auditorium, and nobody's signed up, but if anybody would like to speak, you're still welcome to come to the podium and speak, or if anybody is online, if you raise your Zoom hand feature sign, they will bring you in and you can speak.
Madam Chair, there is no one on Zoom with their hand raised at this time.
Okay, thank you. We do have someone in the auditorium coming on up. If you give your name and address for the record, and the time's yours.
Great. And will that start when I start?
After you give your name and address.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
I think I've never done this before. Appreciate that. All right, well, I will introduce myself, address myself within myself. I am a living man, standing, inspired, and I am the beneficiary of the decedent estate. Trevor Scott Mickelson, copyrighted, trademark, and patent pending. I am known as Trevor, no thing more, no thing less. I am not an employee, client, shareholder, interest holder, or debtor of the City of Medford, City of Rogue River, County of Jackson, or the State of Oregon, which are all corporations existing by charter and fiction alone. I ask you, men and women of county commissioners, how can any man be a resident of a corporation? So you've been notified. I am whole, all present and accounted for from fertilization to last breath. Trustee and administrator of multiple private express trusts, unrebutted diplomat and ambassador of the nation of the Self-Trust Academy. And I stand outside of the foreign and corporate jurisdiction. And you must know that not every man or woman is your employee, debtor, or creditor. Not a citizen, not a person or resident. And you might be asking, why is Trevor standing here? And for almost 3 years, you have all been under continuous notice that I rescinded all presumed contracts and licenses within the state of Oregon. No meeting of the minds, no consideration, no lawful benefit. And silence is acquiescence, and the record shows your liability Your full liability now is personal. And on July 18th, 2025, I was in liberty, I was in freedom, I was in happiness, and I was fulfilling a crucial trust duty when I was arrested by county sheriffs and multiple policy enforcer agents without a grand jury indictment, lawful warrant, or due process. Private trust property and private trust information was unlawfully searched, seized, and used against I. Forced I into the state of duress, your state of duress, and unlawfully compelled to perform in court. Multiple violations and 7 constitutional injunctions in one act, as well as 2 felonies for each man and woman involved, and proven by the Jolly Roger flag with a golden fringe in your courts, the emblem of the maritime war jurisdiction, not peacekeeping. And we all agree that the original Constitution of the United States of America, not corporate charters, is the law of this land. And Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, limits Congress to the 10 square miles of the District of Columbia and specific ceded federal enclaves. And the land and the soil of Oregon is neither. Yet you act as if DC's corporate codes bind every man and woman you see. Your presumption is false. And did you know that you swore an oath, or you did not swear an oath to the people of Oregon, but to the corporate jurisdiction of DC? And that might be an oops, and that's what I offer today is innocence. Because you offered an oath to the same jurisdiction that about 48 hours ago, President Donald J. Trump placed under federal receivership due to corruption, lawlessness, and failure to uphold public safety, invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. So notice, you are also actively in violation of multiple executive orders, binding directives, demanding transparency. Your own chain of command requires you to act fast since you've been stripped of your shadows, you've been hiding in, and a mirror has been placed before each and every public servant. You have been seen, and you've been caught in the private. So you can see 15 U.S.C. 1 for trust violations, 18 U.S.C. 241 for conspiracy against rights, and 18 U.S.C. 242 for deprivation of rights under color of law. Notice, fictio citi veritati. There are lawful routes to traveling without licensing or tricking us out of ownership through registration. We can marry without surrendering our sons or daughters and contract without becoming debtors. And this is the age of the creditor. So your peonage contracts with the living are now void ab initio, and your game is over. So notice, there exists a 9-figure true bill default and perfected UCC lien ready to collect for collections. Multiple agents and principals hold past due notices. And today, I offer again status quo antebellum, the state before the war. With this peace offering, I come with a $2.5 million of a lawful tender, because as Jesus taught, forgive your brothers 70 times 7. But know this, a choice is before you. Choose a new oath with we the people and stand with the living, or continue in ignorance with your current sacrificial oath to a foreign corporation, being fully commercial, personal, and spiritually liable in your own silence. No, I am here in peace, but not unarmed in law or equity. So close and discharge all cases involving I and the Trevor Scott Mickelson. They're all absurd and fraudulent. I'm almost done. And you are in unlawful possession and conversion of private trust property. And I, as a protector of the trust, demand its immediate restoration today.
Okay,
So
you have to end.
have
I'm sorry.
Deputy Duty call me and the tires filled up, as well as the gas, and I'll provide him with a location where he can trust that trust property off. So this matter is settled. Thank you.
Your time is up. Thank you. Anybody else in the auditorium wish to speak? Okay, with that, we'll move on to our consent calendar. We have minutes of meetings from the Board of Commissioners work session for July 22nd, 2025, the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for July 23rd, 2025, and the Board of Commissioners staff meeting for July 24th, 2025.
Move adoption of the consent calendar as read.
Second.
Commissioner Sparacino,
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts.
Yes. And we have a couple items for discussion and deliberation. We have one item, it's order authorizing the chair of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners to execute a sanitary sewer easement with the city of Medford. It's order number 176-25. Mr. Benton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The City of Medford has requested an easement on a piece of county-owned property located at 3012 Crater Lake Highway in Medford. It's about the intersection of Highway 62 and Delta Waters. The easement includes 502 square feet of property for the purposes of constructing and maintaining public sanitary systems, sewer systems. Because it's an easement, the term is upon execution and is permanent, and we recommend your approval.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
I'll move approval of order number 176-25.
Second.
Any discussion?
Commissioner
Take a vote.
Dyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino,
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts.
Yes, thank you. And our final item is an order initiating a major text amendment to Jackson County Land Development Ordinance, Sections 7.2 and 13.3, 105, relating to the floodplain overlay. It's order number 177-25. Mr. Benton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In 2009, FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, was sued for alleged failure to implement the Endangered Species Act in the special floodplain hazard area, which led to the consultation with the National Marine Fisheries Service on potential impacts of implementing the National Flood Insurance Program in Oregon on listed endangered or species, thereby requiring changes to floodplain development regulations in jurisdictions throughout Oregon. In July of 2024, FEMA notified Jackson County of its requirement to pick one of 3 pre-implementation compliance measures, PICMs, for the National Flood Insurance Program participating communities in Oregon, of which Jackson County is one. The PICM options include adopting FEMA's Model Ordinance and Habitat Assessment Guide, requiring a habitat assessment and mitigation plan for development in the special flood hazard area on a permit-by-permit basis, or just outright prohibition of development in the special flood hazard area. Failure to adopt a PICM may result in Jackson County being removed from the National Flood Insurance Program and our citizens being unable to participate in flood insurance. Jackson County intends to adopt the permit-by-permit PICM, which does require amendments to the land development ordinances of Section 7.12 and 13.3, sub 105. We recommend your approval to begin the process of amending the LDO.
Thank you. Any questions?
No. Move adoption of order number 177-25.
And I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I think it really does bear mentioning that this is not something that we sought to initiate or to implement this ordinance. This was actually an issue we've spoken a lot about and actively advocated against, as it, I think, inhibits reasonable development in these areas, but we are kind of backed into a corner to be able to allow those in the floodplain some sort of reasonably priced flood insurance. So we're kind of, like I say, backed in a corner on this one, not that we're at all supporting the effort necessarily.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We have battled this with our federal legislators and the National Association of Counties for years as it was looming upon us and we're at the deadline.
Exactly.
Commissioner Sparacino,
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts.
Yes. And that does conclude our agenda, so our meeting is adjourned.
We hope that you've enjoyed this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your Jackson County Commissioners or staff. You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other meeting, under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming.